What can a House of Representatives member actually do? Many Nigerians know their president. Many Nigerians know their governor. Some people know their senator. But when you ask many voters about their House of Representatives member, they don't know. Some do not know the person's name. Some do not know what the office is supposed to do. And many candidates contest for the House of Representatives as if they are running for governor, president, or local government chairman. That confusion is dangerous. Because when voters do not understand an office, candidates can promise anything. They can promise roads they do not control. They can promise jobs they cannot directly create. They can promise to fix every problem in the constituency, even when the office does not have executive power. So before you vote for any candidate, you must ask one simple question. What can this office actually do? Welcome to Win and Govern Nigeria, where we help candidates campaign better, leaders govern better, and citizens demand better. Today, we are discussing, what can a House of Representatives member actually do? First, a House of Representatives member represents a federal constituency. A House of Representatives member is elected to represent a federal constituency in the National Assembly. This is different from a senator. A senator represents a senatorial district, which is larger. A House of Representatives member represents a smaller federal constituency. So the person is expected to be closer to the people. But this person works at the federal level. That means their job is not to run the state government. Their job is not to control local government funds. Their job is not to award state contracts. Their job is to represent the constituency in the federal lawmaking process. So when a candidate for the House of Representatives promises to personally transform every road, school, hospital, market and community, voters should pause and ask, through which federal power? Through which law? Through which budget process? Through which partnership? That question alone can expose a vague campaign. Second, they make federal laws. One of the main duties of a House of Representatives member is lawmaking. They can sponsor bills. They can support bills. They can oppose bills. They can contribute to debates. They can help shape laws affecting the whole country. These laws may touch areas like education, healthcare, taxation, security, business, labor, technology, agriculture, the economy, public finance, rights, federal institutions, and national development. So a serious House of Representatives candidate should not only say, I will bring development. That is too vague. The person should be able to say, these are the laws I will support. These are the reforms I will push. These are the federal issues affecting our constituency. For example, if the constituency has many farmers, the candidate should understand federal agricultural policies. If the constituency has many students, the candidate should understand education funding, student support and youth employment issues. If the constituency has many small businesses, the candidate should understand taxation, credit access, market regulation and infrastructure challenges. The job is not just to sit in Abuja. The job is to carry the people's problems into national lawmaking. Third, they conduct oversight. Another major duty is oversight. Oversight means checking whether federal ministries, departments, and agencies are doing their work properly. This is one of the strongest powers of the National Assembly. A House of Representatives member can participate in committees that examine budgets, investigate poor implementation, question agency heads, review government programs, and demand accountability. For example, if a federal road project in a constituency is abandoned, the representative can raise the issue. If a federal agency is supposed to deliver a program that affects the constituency, the representative can ask questions. If money was approved but the project was not done, the representative can push for oversight. This does not mean the representative becomes the contractor. It does not mean the representative personally controls the ministry. But it means the representative can use legislative power to demand answers. That is why voters should ask, How will you use oversight to protect our constituency? A serious representative should know which federal projects affect the constituency and how to follow them up. Fourth, they represent the people's voice. Representation is not only about voting on bills. It is also about speaking for the people. A good House of Representatives member should understand the real problems of the constituency. Not just during campaign season. Always. They should listen to traders, farmers, students, teachers, workers, business owners, traditional leaders, religious leaders, youth groups, women's groups, and vulnerable communities. They should know the roads that matter. They should know the schools that are struggling. They should know the federal institutions affecting the area. They should know the security concerns. They should know what young people are asking for. Then they should carry those concerns to the National Assembly and to relevant federal agencies. A representative who does not listen cannot represent. A representative who disappears after winning is not representing the people. They are only occupying a seat. Fifth, they can influence federal projects, but they are not governors. Let us be honest. A House of Representatives member can influence development. But they are not governors. They do not control the state budget. They do not control the federal ministries. They do not have executive power like the president or governor. So they should not campaign as if they can single-handedly fix every problem. What they can do is push for federal attention. They can advocate for projects. They can raise motions. They can follow up with ministries and agencies. They can use committee work. They can help attract lawful federal interventions. They can partner with state and local actors. They can communicate constituency needs clearly. But they must be honest about the limits of the office. A serious candidate should say, "This is what I can do directly as a lawmaker. This is what I can influence. This is what requires partnership with the executive, state government, local government and federal agencies." That kind of honesty does not make a candidate weak. It makes the candidate trustworthy. Sixth, they should maintain a functional constituency office. A House of Representatives member should not only be visible during elections. Citizens should know where to reach their representative. There should be a functional constituency office or clear communication channel. People should be able to submit concerns. Community groups should be able to request meetings. Citizens should receive updates. The representative should report back regularly. What bills did you support? What motions did you raise? What committee work are you doing? What federal projects affect this constituency? What issues have you taken to Abuja? What progress has been made? What challenges are slowing things down? Representation without feedback is poor representation. If voters only hear from their representative when another election is approaching, something is wrong. Seventh, they should help citizens understand government. A good representative should also educate the constituency. Many citizens do not know which level of government is responsible for what. They do not know when an issue belongs to the federal government, state government, or local government. A responsible representative should help people understand these things. For example, if a road is a federal road, explain what can be done at the federal level. If it is a state road, explain the role of the state government. If an issue requires local government action, say so clearly. This prevents false promises. It also helps citizens direct pressure to the right office. Good representation is not just speaking in Abuja. It is also helping the people understand how power works. What voters should ask every House of Representatives candidate before supporting a House of Representatives candidate. Voters should ask, what federal issues affect this constituency? What laws will you support? What bills do you hope to sponsor? How will you use oversight to protect our interests? Which federal projects in this constituency need attention? How will you report back to us? Will you maintain a functional constituency office? How will citizens contact you after the election? What can you do directly, and what can you only influence? Will you tell us the truth, even when the truth is not popular? These questions matter. Because a candidate who cannot answer them may not understand their office. And a candidate who does not understand their office is not ready to represent the people. In closing. So, what can a House of Representatives member actually do? They represent a federal constituency. They make federal laws. They conduct oversight. They speak for the people. They raise constituency concerns at the national level. They can influence federal projects and programs. They can help citizens understand government. And they should report back regularly to the people who elected them. But they are not governors. They are not presidents. They do not control every budget. They cannot honestly promise everything. So before you vote, ask the candidate, do you understand the office you are asking for? Because when candidates understand their office, they make better promises. And when citizens understand their office, they demand better leadership. This is Win and Govern Nigeria. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with a voter, a candidate, or a campaign team. Because winning an election is only the beginning. The real victory is improving the lives of Nigerians. In our next video, we shall discuss what can a senator actually do.